Alright, so we just got an update on our Blacksquare Bonanza, I believe the Baron, and I think that's it. I don't know if the Steam Gauge other ones did, but I know the Baron and the Bonanza got one. So, we are here at Joseph State in the Bonanza with the tip tanks, which is if I'm being honest, I'm kind of embarrassed to admit it. That's the reason I've paid $30 for this plane. I mean, let's cut the S word. I love Bonanza with tip tanks. It's just spectacular. Anyway, so let's go over what things they changed. Let me pull this into here real quick. Um, it's a lot. It's probably the most change you usually would ever see in an update. So we got new gyroscope physics, which is you'll see when I start up, it does the little, warbly sort of coming to, the gyro spinning up, which is so cool. I never thought about it, but after seeing it do it, I was like, I don't think I've ever seen that in the simulator. Like that is what a small detail. That's so cool. That's what I'm the most excited about, if I'm being honest. But there's so much here that I don't think anybody wants to sit through me doing or talking about everything. So pause if you want to go through it. But man, this plane is so cool. Let me see if there's any other. I know I had some other ones I wanted to talk about. The shadows they changed. So it just has a much better shadow sort of modeling, if you will. But man, it's got everything. But anyway, because I noticed when I'm in the back seat, pardon, when I'm in the back seat and we're flying, like the shadows are casting on the top of the plane everywhere. It just looks amazing. And honestly, I didn't realize that had anything to do with a developer as far as the shadows work, in the sim, but it definitely does. So I'm gonna get it started up here. Probably not gonna do it the way that everybody else does it, and I don't care. Beacon, not beacon, nav. We'll go mixture rich. Let's go fuel pump high. I always put it there. Do my trim, bring it back to just a little up. Fuel pump off. Again, don't know if that's the way you're supposed to.
Clear prop.
Alright, now we're rocking and rolling. Let's go ahead and bump our pitot heat on. There it is, I almost missed it. Look how cool that is. Isn't that just the icing on the cake right there? The lights lighting up when you start is all new. The electronics got a rework there. The 750 has the sounds now, so I'll just hush. I don't know if you can hear that, but it makes little beep, little sounds that the Garmin does, which is really cool too. But yeah, man, I've always been so happy with this plane. Oh, I wonder if this is something I was thinking about. It is, dude. I think, right? Yeah, it's now state saving your panel lighting, which I've always I love flying in the morning. I love flying at night, sunset, and now I could just hit panel lights. Everything's saved the way it was, which is so convenient. Which I hate messing with on other planes. It's so tedious. And there's like 5 knobs for it all the time. I just want my instruments lit up. It should be ready to go. And I just realized that this one has that. Even better, dude. So heck yeah, let's get our taxi lights on. And get our noggin on, as Avangel says. Okay. Let me get my trim set. Flight control check. Bonk. Oh, that's so smooth. I don't know if they changed that. Now I feel like I'm hyper aware of everything on the plane, even if it's not true or is true. A little rudder check. Let's go up here. And by the way, if you haven't noticed, I'm running 4K with the lossless scaling. I figured out how to record lossless, and I figured out how to, what do you call it? Get the display of FPS in the top left to show. So my Riva statistics in the bottom right is doubled, you know, essentially. And I have a 3060 Ti with a Ryzen 5 5600, which is by no means, you know, a bad setup. Sorry, I'm going bananas with the text here. No means a bad setup, but it's not a 4K setup. But it is now because of lossless scaling, which I just did a video on. Should be released by the time this video comes out. But just look at the detail in the plane, and I'll show you more when we're flying the shadows cast. But that was kind of the main thing I took away from this update. And in general, this plane is already so well done. I just love it. But let's go ahead and get takeoff power set. Try to maintain center line best we can. Usually not great at that. Airspeed's alive. There's 60 knots. Rotate. Alright, let's get our gear up while we're in ground effect here. Pick up some speed. Off we go. Buster. And isn't it so nice to just peer left? Look at that big fat tip tank. I mean, and look at this. We're at Joseph State in a beautiful 4K at 53, 54 frames a second. That's because I'm recording. When I'm not, I'm at solid 60. And dude, I am just fine with, even if it wasn't 60 and it was sitting at 50 doing what it's doing, like, I'm more than happy with that at 4K. Are you kidding me? On a 3060 Ti? Again, great card. Not a 4K card. Well, at least it used to not be. Look at these shadows. It's just so beautiful in here. Everything's done so well in this plane. And I'm a steam gauge junkie, dude. I love me some, you know, classic 6-pack shooting ILSs on the needles. Like, that is my fix, dude. I will go rabid for a nice, you know, steam gauge sort of setup. And I've wanted this plane forever. But yeah, man, this plane is so great. And just in general, it's already such a cool plane. And the constant attention and updates on it is definitely not hurting it. And definitely not taking away its value. I mean, 30 bucks for this plane is definitely a lot. It's not cheap. Considering that it is just an interior redesign of, you know, the Asobo, but I mean, let me get this in. All your circuit breakers work. Everything pulls out, which is phenomenal. I love that. Every single one pulls out. The in-depth modeling is too much for me. I don't know. You know, maybe one day I'll fly a nice Bonanza and I'll kind of get a better understanding of, you know, all the intricacies of how well they did it. But just from looking at it, I can tell. And there's more videos on there that do a better job. But I just wanted to kind of go over the update. I think I saw Overkill do a video on the Baron update, which I'd imagine is probably extremely similar, if not the same. But it made me think, hey, I wonder if they did one on the Bonanza. And Bob's your uncle, they did. Just look how beautiful this place is, too. But man, it's so weird to hop into the sim and be in 4K. And yeah, it's got its issues when you pan, you see weird stuff, but considering I was using the FrameGen mod, like, this is light years better. It's so consistent, it doesn't crash, which is so nice. Just absolute beauty. I want to say Bonanza with tip tanks. I don't think there's a more attractive plane in the entire planet. I'm sorry. I'm a planophilia. I'm a planophile. I find them so attractive with the tip tanks and just the engine cowling cover. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, pretty. You're so cute. Oh, look at your little tip tanks. Your little nav lights. Little strobes going. Ah, Love it. Big fat fan of this plane. But anyway, let's do some fun stuff. Let's go take this in for... Oh, did I pass the airport? Oh, there it is. Alright, we're just going to dump our throttle here. Pull the prop back. Where are we at? I'm gonna try to land this puppy. I'm just gonna dump flaps and gear. I don't care. I need to start doing more realistic flights in my videos. I tend to just dump flaps, dump gear. Alright, here we go. That's alright. You don't come to me for real. Look at the shadows. Ugh. You don't come to me for super realistic stuff, and if you do, you're mistaken. I love that shadow. Those shadows. It's spectacular. We're high. Of course. Let's get our trim back.
Going around
We're off center line, but that's what makes it fun, baby. It's a gamble when you virtually fly with me. We're floating too. Way fast and hard. That's what she said. Alright, but we're on the ground. The absolute prettiest plane in the sim. GA plane. That's it, yeah, man. But let's just kind of comb through what other aspects are in this update. I mean, just so many. Oh, gosh. Very cool. Sorry, this doesn't make for great TV, but I'm trying to read. Definitely go look at it for yourself. I'd love to put the link, but YouTube will not let me. So, if I see one more person in the entire world say, would have been nice to leave a link. Yeah, you fat nerd. I would love to leave a link, but I can't because my channel's newer. YouTube doesn't trust me, which for some reason it won't let me put a clickable link. But I put a video up about, and I'm singling this person out. They'll never see this, I'm sure, but I put a video up about this program. I can't remember which one it was, but I was talking about it, and I went on Flight Sim TO, showed the page, showed the guy's name that made it, and then somebody commented, would have been nice if you left a link. You lazy fat nerd. Do you want me to wipe your poopy diaper as well? Do you want me to get you a sippy cup? Huh? Do you want me to put you down for a nap and give you a little kiss on the forehead? You're a grown man, dude. That made me so angry. And I'll never reply or be, mean back to any of my comments, but that made me angry. It would have been nice if you left a link. You're a grown man. Ugh, that gets me heated. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, I'm all worked up, dude. I'm all hot now, dude. You got me hot about the whole link. I can't do it yet, but if I can, I'll try. But I don't know, Google it. This is 2024. All right, bye. Go download the new Bonanza update, I guess. I don't care anymore.